At 4 on Leadership Television. My name is Winifred Ugbebo. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, in Kano State says it has arrested 230 suspects and seized a significant quantity of illicit drugs in a sweeping 30-day operation across major flashpoints in the state. State Commander of the agency, Abubakar Idris, announced the development at a press briefing in Kano. He described the operation as a major victory in the ongoing war against drug abuse and criminality under the Kano State Joint Task Force for Peace Restoration and Youth Rehabilitation. Idris explained that the intensive round-the-clock raids were carried out in collaboration with personnel from the police, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Immigration Service, Nigerian Correctional Service, and the Department of State Services. The joint effort, he said, made it possible for operatives to penetrate several notorious drug hubs long considered difficult to access. Recovered items range from cannabis sativa, SO5, and diazepam to soak and dye, rubber solution, codeine syrup, and locally fabricated weapons reportedly used by drug syndicates. Idris said the operation has already had visible impact, noting that residents are beginning to witness a reduction in drug-related crimes such as thuggery, phone snatching, and other social vices. He appealed to community leaders, parents, civil society organizations, and other stakeholders to continue supporting security agencies, stressing that sustained vigilance is critical to maintaining the gains recorded. In other news, the federal government has banned the award of honorary doctorate degrees to serving public officials as part of new measures to curb what it describes as the great misuse of honorary titles in Nigeria. The National Universities Commission announced the decision on Friday in Abuja. Executive Secretary of the NUC, Professor Abdullahi Yusufu Ribadu, said the move follows a nationwide investigation into how honorary degrees are awarded and are used across the country. Professor Ribadu explained that honorary degrees, originally meant to recognize exceptional contributions or achievements, have increasingly been abused. He said the situation has been worsened by the proliferation of unaccredited and illegal institutions, both local and foreign, operating as honorary degree means. The investigation, he added, revealed widespread violations of the 2012 KEFI declaration, an agreement by vice chancellors to regulate the award of honorary degrees. The declaration forbids universities from awarding honorary doctorates to 7 public officials and warns recipients against using the title doctor without proper clarification. Ribadu warned that using the title doctor on the basis of an honorary degree amounts to false representation and is punishable under Nigeria's fraud-related laws. He stressed that such misuse undermines the integrity of the university system and erodes public confidence in genuine academic qualifications. The committee's report identified 32 entities operating as honorary degree mills in the country. They include 10 unaccredited foreign universities, 4 unlicensed local institutions, 15 professional bodies with no authority to award degrees, and 3 other non-degree awarding organizations. Some, the NUC said, even confer fake professorships. Professor Ribadu emphasized that only approved public or private universities are legally authorized to award honorary doctorates, and even then recipients must use the correct nomenclature, such as Doctor of Literature or Honoris Causa, rather than adopting the doctor title reserved for holders of earned doctorates and medical professionals. Leader of the Roman Catholic Church, Pope Leo XIV, says both Christians and Muslims have been slaughtered in Nigeria, linking the widespread violence to terrorism, economic tensions, and land-related conflicts. The Pope's comments surfaced in a viral video on Friday, taken from an interview recorded on Tuesday in Castel Gandolfo, Italy, according to the Catholic news agency. His remarks come as global attention intensifies on Nigeria's deepening security crisis. Responding to a question on whether Christians are safe in Nigeria amid renewed allegations of genocide, Pope Leo XIV said the danger affects everyone. He explained that the violence is driven by multiple factors, including extremist groups, economic pressures, and battles for land control. The Pope also urged the Nigerian government to take stronger, more coordinated steps to protect all citizens. Unfortunately, many Christians have died, and I think it's important to seek a way for the government with all peoples to promote authentic religious freedom, he said. In other news, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has rejected the Federal High Court's life imprisonment sentence handed to its leader, Nnamdi Kanu, on 7 terrorism-related counts. In a statement on Friday, IPOB spokesperson Imam Powerful insisted Kanu committed no offense known to Nigerian law, describing his actions as self-determination protected under international conventions. Powerful accused the court of ignoring Section 36(12) of the 1999 Constitution, which states no one can be convicted of an offense not clearly defined in law. IPOB also called the ruling unconstitutional, claiming it relied on repeat provisions and ignored binding appellate decisions. The group further argued that violence in the southeast while Kanu was in DSS custody cannot be attributed to him, pointing to previous military operations against IPOB members as evidence. IPOB said to respond fully in the coming days and continue engaging international organizations on what it calls judicial and human rights violations, while reiterating its call for a United Nations supervised referendum. The court ruling in Kanu's absence had found that his Radio Biafra broadcast and sit-at-home directives amounted to terrorism and accepted prosecution claims, linking him to attacks on security personnel by the Eastern Security Network, ESN. And now entertainment. Afrobeat superstar Davido, born David Adeleke, celebrated his 33rd birthday on Friday in Atlanta, describing the year as one of the most fulfilling of his life. The private gathering included family, close friends, his 30BG crew, and notable relatives such as his father, Adedeji Adeleke, and uncle, Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke, along with his wife, Chioma, and their twins. The celebration preceded his sold-out concert at the 21,000-seat State Farm Arena, part of his ongoing Five Alive tour. Reflecting on his journey from releasing his first song at 17, Davido said, "This year is one of my best years ever. I got married to the most beautiful woman and we had our babies." He also hinted at progress on his 6th studio album following the release of his fifth project, 5, earlier this year. And that concludes the news on Leadership Television at 4. For more, log into www.leadership.ng and don't also forget to follow us on our social media handles. My name is Winifred Weber. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.